Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi Saraswati, how are
Hi.
you?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
And Shantanu, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going good.
So, how is the baseline into your thought process?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it
has landed
has.
us into many thoughts,
Acha, acha.
which really we are happy to have that thoughts.
So, now we'll go through how our baselines are expressed. So, this session will be on our baseline expression.
Okay.
So, now let's go back to our wheel of life. Various states of our life, how we were there, and now we'll try to find out how our baselines are expressed on those states of our life.
Okay.
So let's go back to your wheel of life where we had our ratings expressed on career, business, finance, friends, family, fun, recreation, health, fitness, and love life and other things were expressed. Now what we'd like to do is we'll have a combination of wheel of life, these aspects, and your baselines, how they are expressed in each of them.
What do you mean by this expressed?
Expressed means if there's a situation like it's wealth. If you have scored low or high in wealth, so if you think you will see that wherever your baselines are expressed well, you are in a better situation.
You mean that baseline, whatever baseline I am, it is getting happier in that state.
Yeah.
You means you want to tell us that we need to tell you that in our different phases of life how these baselines are working on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we need to work on that.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you a exercise where in each of your parameters, wheel of
Okay.
life parameters,
Okay.
you will try to find the expression of your baselines.
Okay.
Please do it and then we'll discuss.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Done.
Yeah.
So how much of each area of life is synced with these baselines? I want to understand from Shantanu first.
Yeah, but it's quite interesting that areas where I was doing well,
Okay.
so there the baselines seem to have got expressed pretty well.
Okay.
So that's what.
Give one example.
Like for example, I rated my friends and family pretty high.
Okay.
Right. So honor was my top baseline.
Okay.
So it was expressed in a huge way
Wow.
because I am being respected by most of my friends and family because of the way I carry myself. So lately I have not been doing too well financially, but that has not resulted in any dip in that particular respect.
Okay.
So that I presume because in spite of whatever situation is, I have not let loose of my honor. So honor is still intact.
Okay.
That is one. Second one was the creativity. So yeah, I'm quite creative.
Yeah, we know it.
Even in our relationship, I'm quite creative. I know
How to keep people happy and how to keep them
it's
engaged.
not about keeping people happy. It's more about letting them know that I care. Like for example, we just had a WhatsApp group.
Good.
It was built a couple of years back.
Okay. This is with your friends. Okay.
It's with my classmates.
Wow,
So which
school,
means we actually came together after almost 20, 30 years.
Good.
So we came together. There were quite a few who were my close friends during school, and then naturally after you get into the career and all,
Yeah.
if the paths diverge,
Yeah.
you don't often get back. But this was a nice thing.
Yeah.
So every one of us, we wish people in the group
Yeah.
on their birthdays or anniversaries and all.
Yeah.
So normally what happens is we send smileys, flowers, nice messages from
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay.
So what I thought was that I will do something different. I will just, so every time a close friend of mine had a birthday, I wrote a small poem for him or her.
Oh, you're that creative.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was very well taken.
Okay.
So that has actually brought this bonding much closer.
Yeah, last 2-3 days now I was having some discussion with Shantanu regarding these topics only.
Okay.
So I could realize that Shantanu is like, he takes care of even minute things.
Right.
So I was really feeling like actually this baseline of his is meeting in his different phases of life.
Okay.
because he is so caring, even on minute things. I have realized in the last 3-4 days.
So what do you conclude with this exercise? I need to
Yes.
understand how you feel about this exercise. That now we first learned about the wheel of life, then we found out our baselines, and now we see that our base wherever our baselines are expressed well in our
That's
stages
right.
of life,
Mhm.
our states of life, with there where we get a happiness, we are in a better score. We get a better score in our wheel of life. So this exercise totally was about understanding that wherever our baselines meet the in each area, wherever our baselines are met, our scores will be high.
Right.
This is what we have understood.
Mhm.
So I think you have taken it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
One
feels.
more example from Saraswati will help to close before we close.
Yeah, if I go for my career and business part.
Yeah, this was your lowest, I think.
No, actually, my baseline is family, passion, happiness, integrity.
No, I want wheel
independence,
of life
and
where you have scored the highest.
yeah, in that though, I have my friends and family.
In friends and family, what are your baselines that are
And
expressed?
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have deep understanding relationships,
Okay.
and which really makes me happy and strong.
Okay.
Okay, and in which my baselines happiness is there,
Okay.
being strong is there,
Okay.
and my family and relationship is there.
Okay.
So these are the baselines which I'm really meeting over there, which really makes me happy being with them.
Very good. So now we have a clear understanding that these baselines, which are our base, which are the core thing in our personality, wherever they are expressed, we are in a happier state.
Right.
And away from uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
So now in the next session, we'll like to understand where our baselines are not expressed
Okay.
well. So that will be our next session. So let's close it. And
Okay.
thanks, Antanu.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank
Saraswati.
you. Thank you. Thank you.